Howdy, Sex Geeks.
How yous all doing?
All right, so that's for the algorithm. They got to see your face. You got to see your face, man. So I don't know if you guys own one of these Reed Geeks. This is the original. This is the first one they made. I never bought another one. It's not as sharp as it used to be. The cutting edges, there's cutting edges at the end for shaping, which I don't really use. And then the flat sides where it comes to a corner, those are your other cutting edges. And I remember my stepdad saying, well, like any tool, it's not going to stay sharp, and since it's not a knife, how are you going to sharpen it? And that's very true. So I'm probably due to buy another one of these, but for how often I use it, which is very rarely, it works just fine, to be honest with you. And let me talk about when I use it. When I set a new reed into the water, the only thing I do is I do the sanding on the paper trick, and if you go back in my videos, you'll see that video. I don't really use the Reed Geek with fresh reeds or well-playing reeds. I find it, for me, it's a little too easy to take off too much material. When I use it is when I have really old reeds that I want to try to play, because I don't have any good reeds. So right now, for the tenor, I haven't bought any reeds, and I'm experimenting with softer sizes because I have a bit of a larger mouthpiece. If you've been following the channel, you know I just got it on a link refaced. So I don't really have any new reeds, and it takes a little while to get reeds delivered. So these are some reeds I'm going to throw in the water. I've already thrown a few in the water. And I'm going to try through all of them and see if any of them work on the mouthpiece, and might possibly get us through the rest of the week. And that's what we're really hoping, because I'm not going to be able to have reeds at the house until, I don't know, not soon. So, so this is the deal. So let's go ahead and Reed Geek up us some reeds. All right, this won't be so easy to show you, but I'm too lazy to go get my camera stand. So the only part of the reed I'm really concerned with is flattening the back of the reed here where it lays on the table, so that when we blow through the mouthpiece, it doesn't leak any air here. And this is most commonly where the reeds warp here. And they'll either go convex, where they go up, or they'll be concave, where they get lower. Usually convex. And so I just take my Reed Geek here, and I just run it across the back a few times. And you can see it certainly is pulling off a little material. Just the high spots. I really don't do much more than that, because it's either going to play or it's not. It's just a reed. You can't make a bad reed into a good reed. You can't make a dead reed into a new reed. All you can do is give yourself a little bit of a fighting chance. So that just took a little bit of a high spot off. We're going to throw it in the water. I'm going to do another one. So again, I don't endorse Reed Geek. I don't get paid anything by them to show you this. But this is basically what I do. You take it at an angle. You can't really see that. But you pull it at an angle, not flat, but rather at an angle, so that you have like a little cutting edge. And I just go across like this here. And again, you can see that had a bit of a high spot in the center, as they usually do. All right, so I'm going to do the other ones, and we're going to put them in the water and play through a whole bunch of them. And I guess we'll do that on the video too. You can get an idea of my process on that. All right, Saxophone Geeks, welcome back to the Reed trial. Again, we're on our 7-star late Florida link that we had refaced by Eric G. And I'm not, it's cool. I'm way more used to rubber mouthpieces, which is probably where I'll end up going back to. But there's some things I really like about the mouthpiece. I'm used to more of a 7 opening, and this is a 7-star. To some people, that's not a big jump. For me, I feel the difference between all the different sizes very much. Part of that is because I like hard reeds, stiff reeds, as they say. I play usually about a 4 on a 7 on the soloist. That's where I was. I've been playing 4s for years. At this point, I'm starting to feel like I needed something a little softer here on the embouchure, and So I've been trying this mouthpiece with some 3.5s. I had the Boston Sax Shop 3.5s. His reeds have a thicker tip. The material on the tip is a little thicker, and a little harder to play. They have a great sound. His reeds are pretty good over there at Boston Sax Shop. I kind of like those. And then I got a box of Java 3.5s, and the Javas, they're just easier to play, frankly. And part of it is I'm just so used to them, but they're probably a little thinner at the tip than Jacks and other manufacturers out there, and that's why I've always liked them, because they're just easier to play. I'll just be honest with you, and it's not anything to be ashamed of. So I like hard reeds, but not that hard apparently. So I don't have any new 4s to go through, but I have a whole bunch of old ones. As you saw in the video, I hit them with the Reed Geek a little bit just to flatten them out. And I'm just going to do a quick run through all of them. I'm not going to talk much. If there's anything that isn't a Java 4, I'll let you know what it is. I appreciate all your comments. Everybody's just commenting. The Alto videos, I enjoy doing that. I kind of like that New York Meyer reissue. And somebody had said, I really like you on the really soft reeds. I played it on some 3s, and the guy said, I really like that. You sound like you're not working so hard. And I agree. However, for me, the tone that comes from the softer reeds is not where I want to be artistically speaking. And that's what I struggle with playing really soft reeds. And by really soft, I only mean a 3, but for me, that's pretty soft. It's a different style of blowing. It's a different style of embouchure. It never worked for me. And when I play reeds like that, it's the tone that bothers me. Yes, I like quick response. I like it to be easy to play. But the sound has got to be there, because I'm not just playing generic saxophone. I consider myself, for whatever reason, an artist. And the sound that you produce as a jazz musician is so important. And that's what I was brought up to value. So for me, that's why the soft reeds don't work so well, because I can't really get the tone that I hear, that I really feel comfortable with. And that stuff bums me out more than anything. Wrong notes, messing up the form, none of that bothers me. It's the sound that I'm really trying to get to. So let's go ahead and play a bunch of these reeds. I'm done talking. Thanks for watching. Oi. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that one. I would tell my student, if I had a student right now, I'd tell them to pull up their neck strap. Pull it up. This one is better for this mouthpiece than that one. That one, going for the high notes, there's so much baffle for me. I'm not used to the way this mouthpiece plays, so the softer reeds are more forgiving, the 3.5s. But, where's the tone? All right, let's try a few more.